how would a child know if they broke the rules if we haven't identified and laid out what the rules are? So for example, if your child breaks curfew, what are the rules that are attached to that? We don't wait until the child breaks curfew to establish that. Establish just that ahead of time. And if you're doing it in conjunction with your child, you're more likely to get buy-in. So, you know, you're sitting down and saying, okay, you're half an hour late for curfew, what do you think is an appropriate consequence? Follow through is absolutely necessary. If you're going to tell your child that there are going to be consequences, and then there's not, well then they're not going to pay attention to what you're saying. They're not buying in. So make sure that you have consequences that are established that are manageable. I'm guilty of saying, you know, I'll take away your screen time for a month. Well, that's not really going to work in my households. So if I am going to constantly give in, then that's not really a valid consequence. What works? Taking away screen time for 3 days, that may be more effective. So if your consequence is effective and there's follow through, that's when you're going to see positive change. The other really important thing I want to talk about is when our children are older, so the teen group, and perhaps they have gotten into a situation where there's substance use where they are, or they have participated in substance use, whether it's alcohol, drugs, whatnot. Yes, you are going to have those conversations about what those consequences look like. But what's extremely important is for your child to know, irregardless of those consequences, that you are their safe place, that they can call you no matter what, that they can get you to come get them to keep them safe. They're first and foremost, they have to understand that their safety, their health is paramount. Consequences can still be established, but your child needs to know they can count on you. If they are afraid to call you and afraid to call home, that's when they can get behind the wheel of a car. That's when they can get in with somebody who's impaired, who's behind the wheel of the car. That's when they can be passed out in the park. That's when bad things happen. So make sure when you're having those conversations that the dialogue is, yes, there's consequences, this is what they will be, but no matter what, I love you, I'm here for you, you call me, and we'll deal with everything else. Again, right back to communication and making sure that that dialogue is open.